wa mudhende. Pondo wangita wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende, ngita wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende, kevoi wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende, wa mudhende.
Please, I have a question. I don't know this. Can somebody tell me what is the meaning of the word wa mudhende? Because I've heard these leaders speaking, singing it as if it's is Wamudhende a song? You know, somebody saying Wamudhende. What is Wamudhende? For my Kikuyu friends, what is Wamudhende? Or maybe is Wamudhende somebody's name? Is it a song or is it a behavior? I really don't know. Can somebody tell me the meaning of Wamudhende at the comment section? I happened to bump into this video of Raila Odinga being sworn in by Miguna as People's President in Kasarani. And a lot of questions ran into my mind, which I would like to ask. But before I ask those questions, I would like you to watch this video of Raila Odinga.
Raila Amolo Odinga, in full realization of the high calling, assumed the office of the People's President of the Republic of Kenya. Do swear that I will be faithful.
That is Raila Amolo Odinga, the late Raila Amolo Odinga, being sworn in as the People's President. So I've been asking myself several questions. Question number one that I've been asking myself is that who amongst the people that we have right now would dare try such an act? Like with the current regime of William Samoei Ruto, you just find there is somebody, a very courageous guy, who is calling people, who is going with people maybe in Kasarani or Nyayo Stadium, and then is swearing himself in as the People's President. Do we have anybody who can do such a thing? Because, okay, I don't think if we have. And if we have, then we don't have somebody who can... I'm talking about, you know, it's not about being sworn in as the People's President. It's about the courage that Raila Amolo Odinga had. Yes, Rigathi Gachagua is very courageous, but there are certain things that Raila Odinga went overboard to do. Raila broke the record. He did some of the things that nobody can ever do. In as much as maybe we will have somebody who will really try to walk in that path, or maybe to do what Raila did, but there is nobody who will do exactly what he did. So if you know anybody amongst the people that we have here that are running up and down, even you know, hata Ruto mwenyewe, even the president himself, suppose maybe he was not the president. See, he says that he seems to be so much courageous, he cannot do that thing that Raila Odinga did. He can't. Calling, and imagine you are going to swear yourself in as the People's President, and you are pulling a crowd as if the president is going to be sworn in. Yani ni kama rais mwenyewe, ni kama ni inauguration ya rais mwenyewe. Tell me who can do that. I don't think, in fact, I don't, you know, it's not a matter of thinking or not thinking. There is literally nobody who can do such a thing. Now, today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday. And William Ruto, the president himself, have said that he's going to have the State of the Nation address at I think it's the Parliament. They're going to have parliamentary State of the Nation address, and in fact they were talking about something to do with money and, you know, first world, making Kenya a first world country. So according to William Ruto, this is what William Ruto is saying. President William Ruto is saying that Kenya needs around 4 trillion Kenya shillings. Yeah, he's saying that Kenya needs 4 trillion Kenya shillings to make it a a first world country. And this one is coming just ahead of his state of national address, which is going to happen tomorrow at the parliament, if I'm not wrong. So I really don't know what to think. Personally, you know, we are focusing on how we are going to make Kenya a first world country. We are still third world country. So you are talking about making Kenya a first world country, and you need 4 trillion Kenya shillings. And when you're asked how we are going to get this money, in fact, the president was asked, how do you intend, or what is your intention? How do you think? How do you want this? Okay, or maybe what are you working on ways of how we can get this money? And the president said that one should not bother anybody. Imagine unasema kwamba we need 4 trillion Kenya shillings to build roads and to be a first world country, and then you are asked, then you as the president, what are the ways that maybe you are putting in place to make sure that we get this money? And then the president himself is answering by saying that one should not bother anybody. That one should be my. In fact, that one should not be a bother to anybody. It should be mine. So you ask yourself, okay, we are not supposed to be bothered because of 1, 2, 3 things. But can you at least tell us how you're going to get this money? Because the problem, the problem is not about the money. The problem is how this money is going to be gotten. The problem is not about making Kenya a first world country. The problem is how is this going to be achieved? If maybe we are told, if maybe there is the president can tell us that, okay, this is what I put in place, this is how I want to achieve this, it could have been very easy. But he has not said how he's going to achieve it. There is no, it's like this thing is impossible, but he's pushing it. The last story is the issue of Mbere. Mbere North, hii kura ya Mbere North imefanya Kithure Kindiki akageuzwa akawa ni kama umbwa mdogo. Ni kama kile kiumbo ambacho kinatumika kwenda kunusia pale ambapo kuna uchafu. It's not even about, we can't compare him with the sniff dog or maybe Chihuahua. Very different. Ni kama zile Bosco. ni kama Bosco. You see how Bosco behaves. The Bosco dogs, the so-called dogs that are called Boscos. So that is exactly how he's behaving right now.
And for the avoidance of doubt, kwa sababu sijasema hii, let me say today. Hii tabia ya kujitangaza we mwenyewe, ati sijui mimi ndiye mkubwa ya hii mlima. Nani alikuchagua mkubwa wa mlima? Mimi nasaidia rais katika kuongoza Kenya na kuchangia katika maendeleo ya hii Kenya yote, county zote 47. Lakini nikiwa hapa nyumbani, I am the senior most political leader in Mount Kenya region for the avoidance of doubt. Yes. Mimi niko ndani, wewe uko nje. Alafu natuambia ati wewe ndio wewe kusema hapa.
Wamudende Mundu wangita wamudende ngita wamudende kevoi wamudende netwagusanira ni ukumomonde turauga kendo kionde waruo kauga ni wamudende wetagwo atia nake oyo etagwo atia nake president etagwo atia na deputy president etagwo atia na CS etagwo atia ati muthiete ku guku muri gwetagwo atia utuko ni turi andu rucio tugaukirira auke nuriku mweri 27 ni nuriku sasa nataka kuona Bwexeza deputy president wetu Kithure Atigaine moria ye runa niguo numetwe wanani mutimbe Bwexe
And deputy president.
We are eating well.
Because you can't tell me that a whole deputy president will start at the podium and say that, let me remind you that I'm the second most, I'm the senior most politician in Central Province, or in Mount Kenya. So if Kithure Kindiki is the senior most leader, where is Uhuru Kenyatta? Or Uhuru Kenyatta saa apaswi kusema kwamba yeye alikuwa leader, right now is a villager. Perhaps maybe that is the assumption. That is what he's assuming, that right now Uhuru Kenyatta is a villager, so there is nothing that a villager can do or can say. That is what he's trying to say. But we all have to accept, or we all have to agree that there are some of the things that are happening here that we really need to understand. I really need to know the direction that is supposed to be taken. How are these things going to be solved, and all that? Because if these politicians keep on behaving like this, then we are going to lose patience. Like watu ambao wanapiga kura have been patient. They've been lenient and patient enough. At this point, things need to change.
Rigiji, wewe unadanganya wa Kenya ati umeingia kwa nyanya yangu kukunywa chai. Mimi sina mama, mimi sina baba, na nyanya yangu hata sikumuona na macho. Kwa hivyo hiyo puzi ya kudanganya wa Kenya, unjue sisi tuko randa, wa Kenya wako randa, wanajua wewe ni mdomo panganga peke yake. Ulikuwa naibu wa rais wa Kenya, ukachukua pesa ya ofisi ya naibu wa rais, wewe ukaenda kununua mahoteli. Na hapa unasunguka ati ukisema tunapatiana pesa. Hakuna pesa tunapatiana. Wananchi wa Mbeere North hawawezi nunuliwa na pesa. Wananchi wa Mbeere North wanataka heshima, wanataka maendeleo, na wanataka watoto wao waajiriwe. Na mimi kama waziri ambaye amepatiwa kazi na rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, wa kuhakikisha kwamba maneno ya kuajiri watoto wa Kenya inaenda sawa sawa. Tukiajiri watoto wa Ukambani, watoto wa Turkana, wa Mombasa, wa Wajir, wa Garissa na kona ile ingine ya Kenya, tutahakikisha ya kwamba watoto wa Mudhandara, watoto wa Mbeere North pia wanapata ajira katika serikali yetu ya Kenya. Watoto waajiriwe, siajiriwe? Wataajiriwe jameni. Kama tarehe 27 next week on Thursday, tutaamuka mapema sisi zote tuhakikishe ya kwamba tumechagua Leonard wa Muthende akuwe mbunge wetu. Wapi kura ya Leonard wa Muthende jameni? Wapi kura ya Leonard wa Muthende? Rais ni 2 terms, si 2 term.
Ni 2 term.
Rais ni 2 terms, si 2 term.
Ni 2 term.
Hebu nione 2 term ya rais.